for Office of the Special Prosecutor. You didn't owura Kissi Agyabeng. Papa yi or honorable. There's a dimu or Ghana mamu haye pa. Nene ana abranti bia or Ghana mamu hanuma di ono so ekra no Anas Aremeyaw Anas. Ono so da company bia Tiger Eye multimedia ano ono na djuma ne senti no omo ye katarisha pro ani djumudie no otime twa mo picture any evidence e de be kira wo say an bi hu aso masisei na wogi asei efira so mesi ho nene ana ode eye papa ya mebo ni din owura Kissi Agyabeng award the position of the Office of the Special Prosecutor ode ne hu sama wa beto abonten anyi na ne senti no Anas say our video I clarify senti no eye Office of the Special Prosecutor papa yi din ekra no ye Kissi Agyabeng ohunu pefe se oje eye cars 2 and eye $3 million every papa bi ho na wadi asem amano na mom no papa no aka no na ka wasa ka odi asem ni mu F4 na so ye sika bia ne cars 2 bia oje free papa no hoji no ama papa no we ma no edi asem ni mu bim eno ana ama chese ende Office of the Special Prosecutor ne career ye pa ama eye papa yi ana kasa edi enungwase resign every position na His Excellency Nana Adakwa Akufo-Addo Edemano no ehun. Ahaye Nkasa TV subscribe na like na share mema re mfise bomi oda manu so de betu ma so nya bia hwe eti.
Teninchi mu osanti mi hu abesisi a. Na nani dey kan woti ordinary TV mema re mfise obe subscribe to our channel, obe like na do wadwunche so egu comment section kama ebe hwem nya kinkan bibia ma mfefefe me do bibia se.
Two or three questions in there, bro.
Thank you, Anas. Amazing stuff, very inspiring. I actually have a lot of questions, but I'm going to ask one very practical. First of all, is when you pay these huge amounts of money as bribe, where do you get the money? And second of all, do you sometimes feel like maybe the Ghanaian law enforcement officers may use you as a good publicity for the government because they might appear, hey, look, we busted these guys, they bust the guys, but that maybe it's just a picture. Like, what do you think about that?
Well, where do you get the money? So we are a media house, and we have views, we have clicks, we have radio stations that we go into some form of alliance with. So before we start any investigation, there's a budget. And that budget is what goes into the film. So yes, that's how we get the money. We don't get it every day. I wish we could get more to do what we do, but we try. And we wish we will not be paying more, but sometimes you just have to pay more to get it. Now the police. Yes, it's a decision you have to make. I have been the #1 critic of the Ghana police. I've done stories where many of them have been sacked and all that. But at the same time, I am able to sense when I need them to help to push the national agenda. So I try to separate people's parochial interests from doing what is right. For me, a crime is a crime. And I will fight that crime. Whatever way the police service want to use to tell their story, that's for them. But at the end of the day, have I managed to minimize that crime? Have I managed to take the person to court? Have I managed to sentence the person? Those are important things for me. And if I can take pride in that work, and the police can take pride in that, it's okay. Society moves on well. But I also do know that the police are not your friends. They are not at all, because they are a part of the system and they can be used against you too. Thank you.
So do you get the money back, by the way, from those people that you give the money to?
Well, it depends. There's been certain occasions that the money has been used as exhibits, and the people who use it as exhibits kept it as exhibits.
Permanent exhibits?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll take...
In few on here, move to lawyer Paul Adam Ochre. another individual also fighting corruption in the office of the special prosecutor documents over 30 million Ghana cedis on the cars for the office juma. And then a lawyer Paul Adomochi say cars are ODA on running transport company. Now one listing of all these cars, armored vehicles, Land Cruisers, Lexus, Nidia Kakamo. You could see lawyer Paul Adomochi. Then somebody true.
Hey, good evening. Kissi Agyabeng. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we promised you viewers the other day that we're going to obtain a copy of the budget that the Honorable Kissi Agyabeng sent to the government. So, you know what happens is that because it's a state agency, you normally will send a budget to the government through the Ministry of Finance. The first budget that Kissi Agyabeng sent to the Ministry of Finance for his work, no matter Namidu had just exited, he had come in, and the first budget he sent was in excess of 1.3 billion. The first one is here. Yeah. Was in excess of 1.3 billion. So, somebody whose name I won't mention because it's very, very interesting if I were to mention the name, so I wouldn't. For now. Somebody whose name I wouldn't mention called him and said to him that, hey, what kind of budget have you brought? You want 1.3 billion? Even PSHS is not 1.3 billion. What is wrong with you? You want 1.3 billion for your budget, the office of special prosecutor? So the guy told me, hey, this one will not pass. Even if this little guy's words to him. He said, even if this gets to the media and it gets on social media, do you know what will happen to the government? How can you ask for 1.3 billion? What are all the things in the budget? What are you going to use it for? Okay. So he changed that. Then he presented another one, which is still very bad, upon which he has been paid. So it's my pleasure now, ladies and gentlemen, to take you to the touch screen and show you the request that Kissi Agyabeng made of the government, which budget, which money has actually been paid to him. Okay, now this is the request he made. He wanted soft light body vehicles. He wanted two types of vehicles. Not that he wanted, he's been given 30 million Ghana cedis to do that in 2021. 30 million Ghana cedis to do his budget. About 6 million of it is just cars. At that time, the dollar was what? Whatever the dollar was, so almost $1 million just to buy cars. This is what Kissi Agyabeng did. As a matter of record. This is what Kissi Agyabeng did. He told the government that he wants almost $1 million to buy cars. It was 6 million cedis at the time just to buy cars. What cars were he going to buy? Here they are. First set, he wanted bulletproof cars and light body cars. Bulletproof cars and light body cars. I'm talking about Kissi Agyabeng's budget. He wanted a Lexus Sports 600. This one, the first one. It cost 1.0 million cedis? 1 million cedis? Yes, at that time. What is the bulletproof one? Okay, this is the armored. Let me start with the armored. So he wanted the Lexus there. It is in his budget. An armored vehicle Lexus. Armored. So bulletproof Lexus. 600. 1.4 million. Land Cruiser bulletproof. That's what he asked. That's what he was giving money to do. $1.1 million. Mercedes-Benz S500 bulletproof. That's what special prosecutor. What are you going to do with Mercedes-Benz S500? This whole country, only president may use a bulletproof car. The Inspector General of Police doesn't use a bulletproof car. The Minister for Defense doesn't use a bulletproof car. The Minister for the Interior doesn't use a bulletproof car. The Electoral Commissioner doesn't use a bulletproof car. The Attorney General doesn't